Okay, so we have another problem where we are going to convert a rational number by using division to see if it terminates or if it repeats. So we have 1 over 111, or we are saying 1 is being divided by 111. Well, we know that our first number is always known as the dividend, and the second number is known as the divisor. So we're going to place our dividend, 1, inside of the house, and our divisor, 111, will go outside of the house. Okay? And we're going to remember our 5 family members: Dad, who divides; Mom multiplies; our sister subtracts; our brother brings down the next number; and then Rover wants us to repeat the process all over again. So we're asking how many groups of 111 can fit inside of 1. We know that it's 0. 0 times 111 is 0. We subtract those two numbers. We're left with 1. And we see that there's still a remainder, so we're going to add a decimal, place it up top in the same spot, and then add a 0 to bring it down. So now we have 111, and we're trying to figure out how many groups of 111 are inside of 10. We know that that is also 0. So we have 0 times 111 is 0. And so we're going to subtract 0 from 10. So we have 10. And then we're going to add another 0 because we have a remainder still there. So we're going to add another 0 and bring it down. Now we have 100. Well, how many groups of 111 are inside of 100? Again, it's 0. 0 times 111 is 0. We haven't used anything. We're going to subtract it. And so we're left with 100. Well, now we're going to add another 0 and bring it down. And now we have 1,000. And we're trying to find out how many groups of 111 can fit inside of 1,000. Well, if we round this to the nearest 100, it would be 100, and we know that 100 times 10 would give us 1,000. So let's try 111 times 9. Okay, and so we're going to have 9, 9, 9. So we have 999. Okay, so we have 9 times. And 9 times 111 is 999. We subtract the two numbers. We're left with 1. And then we're going to add a 0. We bring the 0 down. We have 10. And it looks like we're repeating what we saw earlier when we had the 1. So it looks like it may be a repeating number. So we have our 10. We know that 111 cannot fit inside of 10, so that's 0. 0 times 111 is 0. Take away those two numbers, we're left with 10. We add a 0, we bring it down. 111 cannot fit into 100, so that's another 0. 0 times 111 is 0. Subtract those two numbers, we're left with 100. And then add another 0, and we now have 1,000, which is what we had before, and we knew that it was 9. So 9 times 111 gave us 999, and then it gives us back the 1. So it looks like our pattern is 009009. Okay? So again, when we have a repeating number, the way that we indicate that it's a repeating number is use a line. So our number is 0.009. You could actually just leave it like that and put your line over the 009, or you could, since we did the whole thing, 009009, just place it over the last set. Okay? Alright, thanks for watching. I hope that helps.